Hello and welcome to another episode of Brand Spotlight. Today I've got with me the amazing Tara Halliday, who is a very good friend of mine as well. Hi, Tara.
Hi, lovely to be here, Sapna.
Oh, it's lovely to have you. And Tara is queen of getting over imposter syndrome. You want to tell everyone a little bit about you and your business, Tara?
Yes, I've been 25 years in leader transformation, if you like, and for the last 9 years, I'd honed down on imposter syndrome. I had a few big insights, one of which was what is imposter syndrome, like the root cause of it, and
Mhm.
then another one, which was a brilliant way to get rid of it, which is 2 to 3 times better than any other approach out there because we do the root cause. And a third insight, which is that this just isn't just about imposter syndrome. Actually, this changes whole leaders. It's an evolution.
Wow. And I have to say, Tara actually worked on my imposter syndrome just before my book came out, Let's Get Visible,
Yeah.
and she did a fantastic job. So I'm forever indebted to you, Tara, for that. Thank you.
My pleasure.
And do keep watching, by the way, because we're adding a new bit to Brand Spotlight where we're going to get the experts to give you some insights or tips at the end about their area of specialism. So if you want to get over imposter syndrome, keep watching. But the very first thing that we're going to do is look at your brand. Now, I'd say the first thing that we're going to check out is your LinkedIn profile, because would you say that's where people probably come across you first in the digital space?
I would say absolutely, yes.
Yeah, okay. So let's just pop that bad boy up there for us. So, firstly, we're going to look at type, color, imagery, and then overall, fantastic. You've got lovely photos.
That's right. I guess I'd had this photo of me being all serious and like that. And I thought, no, let's have a big smile.
And it absolutely does show your personality. But it's great that you've got a touch of your brand color in there. It's not exactly the same brand color, I would say.
A confession there. Can I reveal it? So I originally had my brand colors done by a brand consultant years and years ago. And the first color she gave me, which was a kind of, it was supposed to be a dark red, but she made it a plum and I didn't like it. The
Mm.
second one was the teal that you see in the banners. But then about, I don't know, about 6 months ago, I was looking at it, I was thinking, it just looks so gray. I don't like it. So I changed it to the paler, brighter blue behind my photo. Breaking the rules, maybe?
You are breaking the rules. If you ever got brand guidelines, yes, you're breaking the rules a little bit. Do you know what? If you wanted to lift that, I would say use the yellow.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Ooh,
So you could have,
that's interesting.
in fact, especially if you're wearing the teal in your tops, which I know you wear your brand color quite a lot,
I do.
had that in a shoot. If you've got a photo of you wearing your teal, you could have the background yellow, and that will really pop on the socials.
Wo
I'd say it's a mistake to just tweak your teal if you've got a signature color to go changing that up. I always say to my clients, stick to the damn brand guidelines because you don't see McDonald's changing their yellow and you don't see McDonald's changing their red. They stick to the same, and we all get bored of our own colors, and we should get bored of our own colors actually, Tara, because
Mhm.
when you're getting bored of your colors, that's when other people are starting to feel familiar with it. And we see our brand, we think about our brands 24/7, maybe not when we're sleeping, but other people only see about 5 to 10% of what you put out there. So consistency is really important. That's just a minor thing, the background to your photo. But if you do emphasize your brand, because when you're popping up on people's feeds as well, you want that color to trigger that awareness of, oh yes, people don't recognize me if I don't have my trademark red at an event or whatever. So just
Yeah.
the color thing is a real visual trigger for people, and that's why McDonald's stick to the red and the yellow.
All right. Thank you.
So that's
Well,
number one. But the photo's great. Now you're using your sliding banners, which is fantastic. That is a premium kind of feature, and I've got that too. I just had somebody messaging me going, "How did you get that?" And I was like, "It's premium, darling." How many have you got on there? Is that three or?
3, yes.
Yeah, you can have up to 5 if you've got more messages.
Oh, okay.
One of the things that I think is missing off there maybe is some testimonials. So you could put a couple of really short, pithy testimonials as to why people could work with you. You could perhaps have a call to action like arrow saying that, pointing to the website there, complete success. Great URL, by the way. Have you had that quite a long time?
Yes, that was 2016, and the core program that I run is Inner Success,
Yes.
and oh, I mean my URL in my
Yeah, yeah,
LinkedIn
yeah.
profile, my company name.
Yeah, your company name and the profile. The fact that you got .co.uk is brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's complete success. So people come with their outer success. I help them build their inner success. We create complete success. So there's a whole reasoning behind the naming of everything.
Love it. Absolutely love it. Brilliant business name. Great that you got the .co.uk. Do your clients do tend to be British, or do you tend to have global clients?
They are global, but most of my LinkedIn followers are British.
Oh, UK, yeah.
Mm.
I did say something in one of the previous brand spotlights, which the .co.uk tends to be more trusted sometimes than the
Oh,
.com,
really?
because Brits, certainly amongst the Brits tend to trust a .co.uk more than a .com, so that probably plays into your favour there. The only other thing I would say about your banners, though, is they are quite samey.
Yes. I
So
as I'm watching them slide by, I'm going, "Yes, they
yeah,
are."
they're
It's
a
like,
bit boring, dare I say. I'm sorry, we're good friends. I can be
"Oh,
that blunt.
mm,
So I think these could be elevated with maybe some photos of your good self. If you've had a recent shoot, you can have a cutout of yourself on there as well. And that might be a nice way to zhuzh it up a little bit, bring it to life. You don't have to have your logo on every single one because that's valuable real estate. So you could just have that on every other one or just on the first one when people land. And
mm."
actually the messaging, I think you could do more with that. Certainly testimonials, call to action, and your lovely face on there as well. Do you want me to have a look at the logo as well?
I think the local I was good. I'm quite happy with that.
Okay.
I think this was what the brand consultant put together. There is an animated version, which is a turning world. It's quite, complete and global and that kind of thing. Yeah.
Okay. So one of the things that you could do though to bring the brand and make it a bit fresher, even if you're happy with the logo, is
Yes.
maybe just play with shape, color, have more of that. I don't know if is the yellow actually one of your brand colors as well?
It isn't, no, it's the teal and silver.
Introducing a third color is not a bad idea, but I'd say introduce a third one that tones with the rest of your palette. So, or is yellow's not a bad one, but I think that yellow can be a little bit it's a bit bright. Maybe it can make it look a bit budget. Maybe if you go for a deeper teal or like a richer color, or maybe something like more of a gold. And you've got silver already, but
Mm.
something that will warm it up and that will work with the teal and give it a bit more depth. That might stop you feeling bored with your brand colors, which you're itching for some sort of change. So what we can do things like a brand refresh, a brand evolution, where you don't have to throw the baby out with bathwater, but you can actually move it by just introducing one color, but doing it with strategy rather than just going, oh, I'm a bit bored, so I'm just going to add some yellow there. Maybe have a think about how you can do that with a bit more strategy. I'd say something like maybe even like a deeper navy or something might work because you work with a lot of corporates, don't you?
Yes.
So that might give you a bit of depth as well. So when I work with clients, I tend to do like a dark color, a bright color, and a light color. You've got the bright with the teal, and you've got the sort of light with the silver, I suppose. That's bringing some light into it. But you might want to go dark, or you might want to go bright. But we can look at that if you are interested in doing that.
Yeah, lovely, thanks.
Let's go to the next one. Here, can you see that?
I can. I might have to put my glasses on to read it, but yes.
Okay. The first thing I would say is, who's that guy at the top? Because actually, I don't want to see him. I want to see you. It's a trust thing. So when I land on there, I want to know who this is coming from. And you're the person delivering it. You're the KPI, the key person of influence. It's the course that we met through. I want to see your face here. I know
Oh,
it is good to show images of your potential target market, but maybe when people land there, we want to see you. Is this something that you've produced in Canva?
it is, you can
Yeah.
probably tell, yes.
And that's one of the other things I think, Tara, I think you're providing something that is really premium, and the results that you get for your clients are really fantastic. I think this could have a little bit more polish because it's been done in Canva, but it looks like it's been done in Canva. So a little polish on that would just help. Things like having bigger margins. If you look at beautiful brochure design, if you just Google beautiful brochure design and have a look at that, margins and space make things look premium. And at the moment, everything's looking quite crowded. There's no room to breathe, there's no margins. These testimonials are all the same size and the same weight. So none of them are like carrying any, they're kind of getting lost. I would go smaller, like fewer testimonials, and actually have them make more impact. So maybe even just 4 or 6, but actually
Mhm.
do them in blocks rather than long lines so that you can actually read them easier. and maybe make some of them slightly bigger than others, just so there's variety on the page so it looks a little bit more exciting visually. But yeah, and also just as a guide, anything more than 8 words along is actually quite difficult for people to follow. So again, if you make them in like 2 columns would do it, or little blocks for your testimonials, just because you end up losing, it slows down your reading, you end up going, what line am I on? And then having to go back. So again, here, these are quite long lines of copy. I would go for 2 columns. So if you're looking like newspapers and things, they've got quite small columns and they scan much quicker.
All right. That's brilliant.
Done
Thanks.
it, you've done it there. You've done it there. So I would say consistency as well. So if you've gone for what they call a 2 column grid, make that consistent all the way through. You've started that way and then you went with it anymore. So that consistency as well helps build a feeling of like professionalism. And the last one that we were going to look at is your website. So let's just, obviously, I haven't got time to go through everything in detail about the wording and things like that, because that's what I do with clients when we do a full
Yeah.
session.
Now you're gonna say the same thing now. You're gonna say, "Where's the photo of Tara?"
There is Tara. At least you're being consistent, which is one of the things I will say. Brand consistency. You are being consistent, so bravo on that. But I would like to see you there. You are the face of your business. Do you have other people that work with you?
I don't. I have back office, but no other distractions.
This has got so little personality, Tara. It's not got you on it. When I come on here, I want to see you. I want to see your books. Like they're a huge authority building piece, and they should be here when you land on this page because they elevate you from your competition. I know there's nobody like you, but this is, and yes, you're right. This is your old photo, isn't it? Your
Yeah.
new one is so much nicer with your lovely smile on it. So get that updated as well. But I'd also put it up here.
All right.
That's one thing that I would definitely do just to add that same impact. Make sure that what you're doing on your LinkedIn, which is your shop window, is reflected on the other things that you put out. And then you start building that brand consistency and recognizability wherever you turn up.
All right.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Yes.
Consider yourself told. So I'm going to finish this session with just a little bit of asking you about your 3 insights and 1 tip. But before we do that, did you find that useful? Was there anything that you would take away and kind of
All
do?
of it, massively useful, yes. Because the thing is, Sapna, you're seeing because you deal with all of these images and ideas and concepts every single day. I'm focused on something entirely different, so I don't come back to this from 1 year to the next, and so it's not in the forefront of my mind, and you've helped focus that beautifully, so I really appreciate that. It's
Yeah,
great.
thank you. Because that is it. We tend to build it and then it's built and done. And then we
Yep.
sort of like update one bit and forget that there's all the other bits. So it's
Yeah.
just as somebody new coming into your brand, how would that land?
Yeah.
That's what I help people to do and see as well. Over to you though for your 3 insights on
Okay.
and a tip on around imposter syndrome.
Imposter syndrome. So imposter syndrome is not who you are. There's a lot of myths about imposter syndrome, but it's not who you are. It's not your personality. You're not alone. It affects over 70% of high achievers,
Wow.
even if they're not talking about it. And the third thing is that there is something that you can do about it. And that's, as we said, that's the work that I do. You don't have to just suffer it because it's not your personality. So the one tip, it is transformation to get rid of imposter syndrome, but there is one tip. One of the most common things that people do is they compare themselves to other people and they think everyone else is doing great and they've got this doubt about, do I really deserve this? Am I not the right person for this? All sorts of doubts. So when you spot yourself comparing, you can't stop it. It's part of the way your brain works. Notice what you're doing and flip it. So instead of looking for the differences, look for the similarities. How am I the same as that person? What do we have in common? What experiences
Ooh,
values have we shared? And the more you do that, you can even write it out in a list. The more you'll feel like that other person, you'll feel a commonality, and you'll feel more like you belong.
that's a great tip. Thank you so much, Tara. And thanks for appearing on today's Brand Spotlight.
Thank you very much. It's been brilliant. Thanks,
All
Anna.
right, then take care, my love.
You
See you
too.
soon.
Bye.